परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम्। ॐ परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् I bless you all. Let's all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Shuddhadvaita Saivam. living and radiating the state, space, powers, being, superconsciousness, and Sri Kailasa of Paramashiva, the eternal bliss. Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham, the eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Be blissful. It is time now all the beings should receive Paramashiva. If 10,000 of us can sit together and manifest the being of Paramashiva, not only we will heal the coronavirus in the whole world, we will give a super conscious breakthrough to the world.
Nityanandam, every day waking up with Swamiji's powerful cognitions. What a great blessing we have. Swamiji, Paramashiva himself has manifested for us, to raise the consciousness of the humanity, to give a superconscious breakthrough to humanity. I always remember these great saints, Nayanmars, in whose lives, just to get a glimpse of Paramashiva, what all they have gone through to get that. How Paramashiva intervenes in their life so that they do not forget the purpose of their life. One such beautiful history and story of Sundarar, one of the great four saints of Shaivism. Sundarar was born in a rich, beautiful family, very young, handsome, and intelligent. The king just admired his beauty, this kid's beauty, and decided to bring him up by himself. So Sundarar grows up in this rich family and in the family of the king. And when he attains the age to get married, and when he's about to get married, an old man intervenes, claims that Sundarar is his servant. How? Because his great grandfather has written him a written statement that my whole generation are your servant. And of course, Sundarar doesn't believe and he abuses this old man, saying, "You are a madman, you are a fraud, you are cheating, you are ruining my life," and so on and on and on. Finally, this old man says, "No, I have written proof. Come to my city, I'll prove it." And he takes him there and proves that Sundarar is in fact a servant of this old man. Finally, the old man takes him to his temple and reveals who it is, that it is Paramashiva himself who has intervened in Sundarar's life to help him realize his purpose of life is not to just settle in marriage but to serve Paramashiva, to revive Shaivism. Of course, later on, Paramashiva himself interferes and gets Sundarar married to these two women whom he has actually fell in love when he was in Kailasa. Actually, Sundarar used to live with Paramashiva in Kailasa, and because he loved them or he was interested in these two women, he desired to be born on earth and to live with them and fulfill that desire. But still, Paramashiva, out of his compassion, making sure that Sundara doesn't forget his purpose, what for he is here, he himself manifests and reminds him and helps him to realize that. to realize the purpose of life, not only to get married with these two women, but also to revive Shaivism. Sundarar is one of the four great saints of Shaivism whose songs, whose devotional hymns are sung as Devaram in all the Shiva temples. Shaivism is what it is today. Is Hinduism is even survived this much because of these contributions of these great saints. We've all heard, I'm sure many of us have heard the stories of Sundarar. What if, for the sake of argument, Paramashiva did not interfere and Sundarar lived the life as he thought was right? He would have gotten married and he would have lived a family life and he would have gone. And his cycle of karma, life and death would have continued, and he probably would have lived amongst us now as some other person, one other person. And what would have happened to the future of Shaivism and Hinduism? Just imagine. Would Shaivism have lived, flourished? Would there have been enough or Shaivite temples? Just imagine. One person's decision in his life, instead of listening to Paramashiva, instead of just surrendering to Paramashiva, if he had decided to live his life as he thought was right, the history of Hinduism, the history of Shaivism would not have been the same as what we know today. We are, every single one of us, are in that pivotal moment right now, where Paramashiva, not just giving a glimpse, but he had to manifest himself. He had to take a human body and live with us to revive Shaivism, to revive Hinduism. That is the state we are in today. But even after Paramashiva taking the human body, human beings don't realize him. Human beings don't recognize him, but he himself is attacked. That is the demonic nature to which humanity has fallen down today. But Paramashiva, of course, cannot be touched by any demons. Not only that, he is reviving Hinduism. He has created this beautiful nation of Sri Kailasa, the only Hindu nation in the world and the only hope for humanity. While this nation is being created, we all happen to live in this moment, a historical happening, where we are all part of this historical happening, making a history for the futures of generations of Hindus to come. At this moment, what is Paramashiva expecting of us to do? To leave all our families and come? Well, of course, if you're ready, you're most welcome. But at this time, Paramashiva is asking us to be a part of this great happening so every single one of us can radiate the Paramashivatva, to live the space and being of Paramashiva, which is why, while the crisis, a huge crisis, the pandemic is happening, the pandemic of coronavirus is happening, attacking the humanity, Paramashiva is lifting us, elevating us, raising our consciousness, giving us a super conscious breakthrough through the Paramashivoham level 2 cosmic happening. We are almost to the end. We have only 5 more days of this greatest happening. If you have missed being a part of it, don't worry. Out of his compassion, Paramashiva is giving us another opportunity. On April 5th, the next Paramashivoham level 2 is starting, just for those who missed the first time. From April 5th to 20th, the next Paramashivoham level 2. Do not miss this time. Register yourself by going to paramashivoham.org/level 2 and make yourself a part, because you are going to be part of the greatest happening of Hinduism, of the future, being a part of the only Hindu nation in the world for generations to praise and thank to show their gratitude. You are going to be part of a great of these 10,000 lives which are going to mold the history of humanity. So do not wait. It is not about your vacation or your family or your work or your time or whatever so called problems. Those are too tiny when compared to what is about to happen, what is the history that is about to happen. So do not miss. Register yourself at paramashivoham.org/level 2. Thousands are participating and benefiting and sharing their gratitude to Swamiji, to Paramashiva for allowing them, for having them part of this Paramashiva. Today, I would like to share one such experience of Swatantra Priya from Canada sharing her gratitude, how she is experiencing and enjoying Paramashivoham level 2. Let us watch.
Nityanandam, my name is Manitya Swatantara Priyananda, and I come from Montreal, Canada. Today, I really want to share the experience that I was so blessed to receive during the first darshan of the new program that Paramashiva's being is actually conducting directly through my guru's body. And this program is Paramashivoham 2. Like, how to describe? We were shown during the biography, so there was a presentation, and we were shown a clip where Swamiji was basically explaining how his incarnation in his physical body happened. And he was describing how in the beginning there was this light just going around the south of India, and his being as a shooting star merged into that light. And from that moment, the vision of sacred Arunachala happened, and he knew that he had assumed the physical body once more. And when he comes in front of us, that is exactly what is happening. I feel like it's exactly that moment when the shooting star just enters that light, and then the whole cosmic nuclear explosion happens. And that's really the effect that his darshan has on my being. And many times Mahakali actually comes out of my physical body, and even my physical body just embodies her, and the tongue comes out, and the extreme ecstasy that manifests through the facial expression, the smile. It's like the whole cosmos radiating through the smile, and the whole being is celebrating, like Mahakali recognizing Paramashiva. And one more thing I can share is that the first feeling that I got was this intense, like extreme stability in the being, just like Arunachala actually, just sitting there as Arunachala and facing Paramashiva. And at the same time, this extreme lightness in the body happens, so light that while sitting in Padmasana, so legs are locked, my whole physical body levitates, completely defies the force of gravity. The whole body like jumps just by itself. The energy, the Kundalini Shakti is so strong, and in Swamiji's presence, the Kundalini Shakti just uh, becomes really, really intense. And so the body just completely levitates and then comes back down as this, extremely stable mountain. And I also feel like all the sessions that led up to the darshan were so beautifully put together, because it truly felt like this conscious seed was being planted with so much care. And then Swamiji's darshan is basically just a initiation that makes the whole tree happen. So if you want the most auspicious things to happen in your life, you should definitely come. This is the most life positive happening on planet Earth, and it will make you feel this intense yearning to be alive and to go on enriching every single being on this planet. And from my experience, actually, I can really say that it only takes one small conscious decision from you, one little step saying, Paramashiva, I am available. And then Paramashiva basically moves planets for you. Thank you, Nityanandam.
These participants receive powerful Diksha from Paramashiva, expressing and manifesting various powers. All you can hear, see is just gratitude and completion and bliss. And not only that, they are manifesting so many powers. And every day they have beautiful darshan of Swamiji. And today being Shashti, the participants are going to have the Subramanya darshan along with the Homa, with the special Archana that is happening today. And every day is just filled with beautiful, powerful sessions. Their participants are just enjoying. I'm sure you would not want to miss, and you still have an opportunity to become one of the 10,000 beings that is going to shape the future of humanity. You do not want to miss it. So register yourself. The next happening, the Paramashivoham Level 2, is happening from April 5th to 20th. So register yourself at paramashivoham.org/level 2. Thank you, Nityananda.
It is time now all the beings should receive Paramashiva. You will all be manifesting Paramashiva. If 10,000 of us can sit together and manifest the being of Paramashiva, not only we will heal the coronavirus in the whole world, we will give a super conscious breakthrough to the world.
Nityanandam, let's start the power manifestation session. With Bhagwan's grace, let's sit straight, visualize Bhagwan in third eye, and start with the Sadguru Vandana. Nityanandam Paramasukhatam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Bandvatitam Gaganasadusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavaतीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. Nityanandam, welcome to Sri Kalasha Kotiyar Manifesting Power Session. Such an amazing gift. Bhagavan himself is coming to your home to conduct like a private tuition, a private session, and lifting you to the next conscious state and the ultimate space of oneness. How Bhagavan said the intangible is real, and how we are experiencing it in every darshan, every diksha, and amazing outside whatever is going on with coronavirus. Here in our Hridaya, Bhagavan is flowering, and simply we are seeing the ultimate happening for all of us. He's raising us and into the next conscious, superconscious state, the state, space, powers, and Sri Kailasha of Paramashiva in all of us. How he is coming down with no requirement except simple obedience and simple integrity. Such a beautiful space Bhagavan is giving all of us to make us understand the reality, higher consciousness, so we don't have to suffer. When something goes wrong, then everybody looks into what needs to be done. Until that, nobody realizes it. The same way, only when there is a pain, we remember that part of the body. Otherwise, we don't remember. Bhagavan has given us the ultimate gift and ultimate possibility for us to raise. Just enrolling the program is not enough, but seeking for it. The highest seeking, bringing that highest seeking and being in the simple integrity with Bhagavan. Again and again, he makes us understand that power manifestation is a way of living as gods and goddesses, not reactionary assumption, and something just happens to us. He spoke about how Karna was such an amazing person, but he was so dedicated to all his guru. Again and again, Bhagavan talks about the gratitude space. He says gratitude is the only one which we know, which is beyond the thoughts, and simply we can experience the higher reality, the beautiful space of gratitude. One flowers with a deep seeking, one receives Bhagavan to himself. Again and again, understanding the space of gratitude and space of Bhagavan giving us the ultimate gift. If suppose somebody gives you the most expensive car or the most great job, how we will be so happy to show that, wow, we are something special. Here, Bhagavan is making us gods and goddesses just like that, at our home, at our convenience, and simply making it happen possible for each and every one of us, and making the whole world into a new conscious space. Now, he said, we are all ready. And simply, so many people now are ready to receive it, seeking for it, and being in the gratitude simply makes it happen. With that beautiful space, let's start the Shastra Pramana.
This Shastra Pramana is taken from the Shiva Samhita 5.83. Jnananya cha pratimam tasya trikala vishayam bhavet dura shrishti dura drishti swechaya kagatam brajet Jnananya cha pratimam tasya trikala vishayam bhavet dura shrishti dura drishti swechaya kagatam brajet.
So beautiful. Here, this is from Shiva Samhita 5.8384. Bhagavan translates it. He gets immeasurable experiential knowledge, known the past, present, future, as Duradrishti, the power to listen to anything at far off distance, great distance. Drudashishti, power to have direct vision of anything at a great distance, anywhere. And power to walk and move in air by own will, like Khaga, flying bird. This is an amazing power that Bhagavan has given us to understand how, when we are in oneness with Bhagavan, how he says the intangible, how it is really directly benefit, directly it is what is the resource. Again and again, he reminds us the higher cognition, the higher reality, and the only reality which is existing, and pulling us from this delusion which is continuously grasping us into suffering and into struggle and into all the miseries, and making us feel it's completely real. Here, Bhagavan talks about the Dhura Drishti and the Dhura Shrishti, the able to see past time and able to see at a very far off distance. Sanjaya in Mahabharata was able to see the whole war and narrate it to Dhritarashtra, who's completely for 19 days only, where he got initiated into this power. The ultimate space Bhagavan is giving us is having the powers of third eye continuously for everybody, just like our two eyes. He said, I'm going to make third eye as simple as the two eyes. And we are seeing it in Balasans. They are able to do anything at any distance simply as though they are doing it from their normal eye in front of them. All these possibilities again and again open up, and we understand the way we understand that past, present, future, and how he is going to tell us the ultimate space. Each of the jnana, each time we get a click, that is the beauty of the jnana that Bhagavan gives us. We don't go back to the old way of thinking. How once we are human, we don't go back to the way of monkeys and go climb a tree and stay there. Same way, each of the great truth that Bhagavan gives us, we start understanding the higher reality, and there's a conscious maturity why things happen the way it is, and how we are existing in our dream, and how we need to wake up. The only thing is the deep seeking which is required. What we perceive is what we start understanding. If I'm very particular about math and I'm sitting with the math book and math class, if I go and sit in a social class, I will not grasp what social teacher is telling me. I would grasp more in a math class. It's exactly same. If we are deeply connected to realize the higher reality and continuously living that and consciously living that, then when Bhagavan talks about all these great truths, Bhagavan says we'll align to the higher reality and grasp the intensity, the way Bhagavan is presenting to us, and simply understand that it is possible for all of us to realize the higher reality. Again and again, he is doing the greatest gift. He is bringing the greatest gift to all of us to experience the higher reality. Just in the space of little seeking and in oneness with Bhagavan, we are able to manifest all these. If we are starting to live in the higher reality, how would that be? Now let's go to the instruction. Today we're going to look into the past, present of one other partner. So you can first have partners, or if you don't have anybody, you can write about their past of somebody you know who you can verify, and then you can call up them and ask for these instant happened in their life. And the future, you can write what you are seeing for yourself in next 24 hours that will happen, and you can pen it down. Whatever Swamiji shows, start penning it down about somebody or about yourself, and you can simply start seeing it happen as reality. All this, how we manifest our life, each and every thought manifest as reality. When you understand, when we align to Bhagavan, that Bhagavan is doing everything through us. He is the manifesting, he is the manifester, and he is manifesting every action inside us. If we align to that, we will be able to manifest all that and much more. Because we are caught up in outer world conflicts, we are not able to see clearly what we are manifesting. It's like we are driving, Bhagavan says, we are driving a car without a brake. Now, with a deep connection, you see what Bhagavan is telling you and start penning it down. Simply, you will see it happen in the next 24 hours. And if you call the other person also, they will also be able to tell what has happened in their life as past. So let's take a pen and paper, sit down, and sit straightly with your head, neck, and back in a straight line. Deeply connect to what Swamiji is talking about, Thyaga, intangible, and the higher reality, and Paramashivoham level 2, how he is going to make us disappear and Paramashiva manifest as reality. Then what would happen to us? How would we exist? How would that be, living as gods and goddesses? Is it possible from my home? All this and more. If it is possible for us to breathe from our home, everything is possible. Bhagavan always says it is only required is the breathing. Other than that, we don't require anything of our mind. because mind always asks with a self-doubt, self-denial, self-hatred. But beyond that, inside us, Bhagavan resides and functions our body and mind. Even the mind, he is functioning. But beyond that, the decisions that we are taking distract us from what he is manifesting and giving us. Again and again, going back to the oneness space, going back to the seeking space with a deep gratitude, one starts understanding the language Bhagavan is talking to us. More and more in gratitude, more and more in deep seeking, one understands what is the meaning and how he is relating to the higher consciousness. We can't wake up and sleep. We can either wake up or go to sleep. Same way, we have to wake up from this reality and let go this reality and start understanding living as gods and goddesses is taking us to the next level of consciousness and preparing ourselves to the highest reality in the joy, in the oneness, in the ultimate nectar space that Bhagavan is giving us. He says the Amrita just starts flowing in us from the Hridaya if we start manifesting Bhagavan inside us. And he is going to make it happen for us, because if we start doing for how many janmas and how many births and deaths we would go through, we don't know. But once we are in the deep seeking, deep oneness and earning for that space with a deep gratitude, we will simply start manifesting Bhagavan inside us and start living and enjoying the ultimate space of oneness. So let's sit straight, visualize Bhagavan, contemplate again and again on the great truth. Visualize Bhagavan in your third eye. Feel the beautiful darshan that he gave, he started with. In your Hridaya, continuously hold Bhagavan in your Hridaya, in your heart center. Completely in oneness. The entanglement starts right there. And start chanting the Mahavakya, which opens up and connects you to the ultimate reality. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham.
Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ नित्यानन्द 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 परमशिवोऽहम् नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्यानन्द नित्यानन्द परमशिवोऽहम् ॐ 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 नित्या
Nityanandam, the beautiful space that Bhagavan has given us, Sri Kailasha Courtyard. If you have verified anything, go ahead and share it. If you have verified any of your friends' past experiences, go ahead and share it. Every time Bhagavan talks about enriching is the right and the easiest and the simplest way to get our listening. We are seeking so many years and we are waiting for all the Shaktis to manifest. Everything is there. But why isn't happening? Always people have question. Instead of doubting, if we go ahead and enrich, Bhagavan calls it pulling out of delusion. The more and more we speak into our listening first, people around us will start listening to us more and more. The more we speak into our listening, the conflicts just dissolve. The more and more we speak into our listening, the more we start becoming Paramashanta Swarupa. That's why Bhagavan says, stop talking to you and start talking to me. Again and again, living that beautiful space of oneness happens when we start enriching, and causing simply happens only if we are in the space of enlightenment. Again and again, when we raise ourselves, the highest reality, we can clone ourselves into the multi-dimension possibility. Here, Bhagavan offers us the ultimate program, Paramashivoham level 2, and the most life positive program, and simply getting us out of that coronavirus and keeping us not just safe, but pulling us beyond the human suffering, human unconscious lifestyle to the conscious oneness and the ultimate. Even a glimpse could shower us abundance, it says. Just a glimpse of the Paramashiva space inside us. Even the glimpse is taking us so much. What could happen if we are Paramashiva? the ultimate oneness which happens inside us. Share it with as many people as possible. Take a picture of this and go ahead and tell everybody in the world to enroll in every group, every possible place, so that they are safe, they are protected against coronavirus. And not only the protection, it really starts making them manifest abundance, wealth, health, happiness, relationship, job, everything into a next dimension. Next possibility is opening up for all of us in the humanity. And simply few thousands of people have already enrolled. And it's so beautiful. All the kids, all the pets can also enroll into this program. Bhagavan is going to raise the consciousness of the humanity through the 10,000 people who are enrolling. Literally, we are close to that by simply having a simple obedience and simple integrity to Guru. So go ahead and share this to as many people today. Go on causing and enriching, which will make you enriched and cause into the higher reality. That is why it is part of the daily routine that we start causing is nothing but we speak into our listening. The Bhagavan inside us starts manifesting as reality. Such a beautiful space. Let's surrender all these great powers to Swamiji's lotus feet and the great truth, everything, every gift that he is giving us, making us more and more blissful, beautiful, and graceful, the ultimate oneness that is continuously happening inside us. And with that, let's visualize Bhagavan in third eye and deep gratitude and thankful space. Let's chant the Purna Mantra. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purna Purnamudashyate Purnasya Purnamataya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavate Sri Nityananda Parameshivam Paduka Arpanamastu. Om Nityanandam. Thank you, Bhagavan. Thank you, each and every one of you. See you soon in the next satsang and power manifestation session. Nityanandam.